David once mooned Simon Cowell. Witnesses still can't agree which was the biggest arsehole. And David's teammate, Jonathan Ross.
Oh!
Jonathan was awarded an OBE in 2005, which just goes to show how hard it is to take back an OBE.
We're on the same team.
No, but it's true.
No! David, what's the best way to seduce David Walliams?
Invite him to Manchester for a recording of a panel show that you're hosting.
Yeah, Manchester, got it.
Later on, invite him back for drinks at your hotel.
Holiday Inn, yeah.
And give me a cake very soon after sex.
A cake?
A cake, either during or after.
Your mouth will be full.
Jonathan, you were branded the worst celebrity contestant ever on the Great Comic Relief Bake Off.
Well, thanks for just bringing it up and not even asking a question.
Well,
I mean, that was...
Do you think you're going to do any better this evening?
Look, just because I didn't set out to bake stuff which was pretty and edible, does that make me a bad cook? I don't think so. I was sort of colouring outside the lines. There's no cooking tonight, is there, Jimmy?
I don't think so, no.
Well, then I fail to see how it's
You're
relevant.
pretty good at countdown, right? You're pretty good
No, I'm OK. I'm all right with the words. I'm useless with the numbers.
That's where I come in.
Yeah.
Numbers.
I can't believe you're good at
No, I
maths.
can count to 100 easy.
All in one go?
I take breaks.
I don't know if the mic's picked up the sound of me shitting my pants there, Joe.
Joe, this is your first time on Cat Stars Countdown as a player.
Yes.
How do you think you're going to do?
Badly. Because I'm not very good at spelling. I'm not very good at maths.
But you've been with Susie on numerous occasions.
I have.
Did
but
she
I
teach you nothing?
Well, she taught me lots, but it sort of hasn't stuck. The reason I wanted to avoid Dictionary Corner is the last couple of times I've been in Dictionary Corner, clips of my performances have ended up on lad-based Facebook pages. So, Lad Bible, Uni Lad, Chav Lad. And whilst I am an absolute lad, as you know...
More like a choking seal.
How do you do it?
Well, I would sort of differentiate between the two oys. So ideally you want a little pause.
OK.
Or a good one is that... That's a good one. There you go. Straight to Ibiza with you, young man.
So, the last time you were in Dictionary Corner, you ended up on lads' sort of sites.
I consider myself to be quite laddie, but the people commenting on Chav Lad don't think I'm that laddie.
Right.
It's basically somebody that talks like me on Chav Lad gets the sort of response that you would get if you go to sort of a dinner party and say, "What do you think of Brexit?" and then open a box of wasps. So I'm trying to go under the radar.
Susie, David's new to the show. Any advice for him?
Yeah, we say you're a maths guru, but you're also brilliant at words. We love David's book, genuinely love David's books in our house. And he has this brilliant thing where he's just made up word alerts very often on a page. And he has brilliant words like chocolated and huggiest and gruesomest. There's bumboy, isn't there? Bumboy is in one of them.
Yes, that's...
I don't think he made that one. Bumboy is a thing.
Yeah. I think it's a different thing in David's
It may well be a different thing, but trust me, it's a thing.
What does bumboy mean, David?
In the story Billionaire Boy, the boy, his father gets really rich because he invents a type of toilet roll which is wet on one side and dry on the other, and he gets bullied at school, and one of the things he's called is bumboy.
Bumboy.
We've all been called it for various different reasons.
Right, now time for Jonathan and Joe to go head-to-head. Joe, your turn to pick the numbers.
Shall I have 3 from the top now?
Wow.
Does that make it harder?
Only if you've got the batshit crazy train to what is going on, lads.
Hey, Joe, you could go all big, and then we'd show them.
All big.
Yes!
And you say you're not a lad.
They're saying in my ear they can't have more than 4 big ones.
There are only 4, so this is all of them, and then you get 2 little ones.
Oh, I see.
OK.
That's not what I asked for.
Oh, cool it, she's just doing her job.
These ones, they're not small. I think you'll be pleased with the size of these ones.
that?
That was my lad foot pose.
We are the lads, we are the lads, we are the lads.
OK, so you're against the clock. All you've got to do is identify the 9-letter objects. OK, so your time starts now. OK, he's in between you now. Okay, there you go. Yeah, no, yeah, there. Ooh. John,
Oh, am I supposed to be feeling?
Is it worm? Reach in, yeah, there you go.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti's right, yes.
Yay!
OK, John was supposed to know more. OK.
I've got
All right,
spaghetti
so
on my
reach in.
hands.
Reach in, he's in the middle. Yep. Up higher.
Ooh!
Yeah, there. Oh, no, in first.
Is that John?
That's each other's hands, yeah, no.
Nose. Bit moustache.
Oh!
Moustache is exactly right, OK. The next one, OK.
Should really
All right,
be...
okay, so reach in, gentle,
Oh.
be gentle.
Is it a creature?
It is a creature, yeah. What type of creature?
Doggy.
What kind of a doggy?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua is exactly right, yeah. And your time's up. What, there you go and sit down. Marvellous, well done. Well done. OK, David, Jonathan, you're up.
Ladies and gentlemen, England's foremost children's author.
OK, your time starts when you feel the first object, OK? Every object is spelled with 9 letters. OK, there's your first one. Right, reach in. OK, in. Oh, down, it's on the tray, Be careful, it's a little bit messy, boy.
Whoa,
OK.
breakfast.
English breakfast is it? Yeah, OK.
Jimmy, I've got beans on my hand now.
It's OK, reach
How am I
into the
gonna
middle,
get
reach into
out?
the middle. It's OK, we'll try not to touch each other's... David!
What is that?
Think of me, David. Think of my surname.
Butt plug.
It's a gear stick.
Gear stick's exactly right, yeah. OK, this one you've got to go sort of down a bit, down. It's sort of floor level.
You asked us a job.
OK.
Oh. Stiletto.
Stiletto's exactly right. Get back in. What is that?
That's a musical instrument.
Yes. Which one?
Accordion.
Accordion is exactly right. Okay. Oh, that's spelled correctly. OK, your time is up. Oh, my God.
They seem like nice boys, don't they? They seem very nice.
So, David and Jonathan, you're the winning team there. You get 5 bonus points.
Wasting your time with all these numbers and letters.
OK, on with the game. David and Jonathan, your turn to choose the letters.
Oh, not this again. That bit was much more fun. Can't we do that again? Oh, vowel, consonant, vowel,
Sorry.
consonant,
Just a bit of countdown.
consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel.
A-K-I-T, he said.
Oh, Z.
O-T.
Vowel.
Vowel.
Quickly.
You've become...
OK, your time starts now.
What are we trying to find a word?
David. Do it.
He's having a breakdown.
Do it. It's too hard. It's hard and it's not fun. It's no fun at all in doing this.
How many did you get, David?
Kite. He's already in there. kite.
So you got a 4.
4.
Jonathan?
I got kites, which is spelled with a Z the way the kids say it.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
I got my kite. I got my kite. Let's
go
fly
fly
a
a
kite
kite
in
in
it.
it. They're kites.
Kite. That kite is well thick.
Good call. How many did you get, Joe?
I only got 4. I got kite as well.
You got kite as well. And John?
I got take.
OK, so 4 points to both teams. Sean, here's a question for you. If you had 3 wishes, what would you do?
Well, how many in One Direction now?
There's 4 members currently in One Direction.
Oh, that'd be pointless. 3 wishes. Well, weirdly, Jimmy, I've actually had 3 wishes. And they came true.
What were they? What?
Well, the thing was, I didn't really take advantage at the time because I was hungry, thirsty, and had a bit of a draft on my neck. So, cheese on toast, pint of bitter and a scarf.
Do you think you got a chance this evening, Lee?
A chance? Well, genuinely, while she was talking, she didn't instill me with confidence. She leaned in, lifted her cup up and went, "You get to keep these."
And just the other thing, you know when you're doing the stuff, you know the do-do-do-do-do, is that happening?
Do you know the
Or is that there to put you
No,
off?
you hear it.
But that's quite off-putting, isn't it? No? I don't know if you're joking or not.
No,
Does
yeah,
it
you
go-
hear that as
You
you're
hear
doing
this?
the quiz.
What, and I've got to find letters and stuff?
That's the game, yes. I mean, you've not seen the show.
I have seen the show, I just thought people aren't trying to find letters with all that going on.
Yes, that's the game.
Oh! All right.
I was thinking the other day that, listen to this.
I mean...
If you work out
I
the
just
law
thought-
of averages of the
Yeah, but-
average age of the audience that watches the real countdown, statistically, it must have been that somebody once, that was literally the last thing they heard. I tell you what an awful way to go. Right on it as well. Boom!
OK, Catherine, old people love Countdown. Do you think your character, do you think Nan would love the show?
She'd go, countdown on it, lovely. Love a bit of countdown. Jimmy Carr. It's not Alan Carr. No, Jimmy Carr. Countdown. Well, a load of old shit.
OK, Catherine, have you got a lucky mascot?
Well, my mascot dates back to, gosh, a long time ago, possibly the last time I worked with you. Lee and I did a show together in Edinburgh at the Edinburgh Festival where no one knew who we were. We used to do a sketch show, and Lee, there was one sketch set in Wimbledon, right? And Lee, who was
You're still going on about
Shut
this.
up! He used to make me wear this because people won't understand it's a sketch about tennis. So you've got to wear a cap. You've got to wear a tennis cap.
It's been 18 years, let
Shut
it
up.
go.
And I used to say, I'm not wearing that cap. And I used to, and anyway, he used to shout at me before we go on.
Yeah.
Put the hat on. Put the hat on. Right? It is true. It's before I was on stage. Oh God. Put the hat on. Why don't you shut up? Because it's my. And that hat. That hat.
Is that the hat?
That is the hat. They've had to take out the
Bloodstains.
the bloodstone and the logo, right? This is the hat you used to make me put on. I used to not want to put it on because I look like a right mug in it, right? And why it's lucky for me is, ever since I refused to wear that hat, things worked out well for me.
Earlier this year, Susie attended an event for rescue dogs that needed to be rehomed. While she was there, 20 dogs were put to sleep. But don't worry, as soon as she left, they woke up again. Now it's time for Miles and Catherine to go head-to-head.
Oh, God.
Catherine, your turn to pick the numbers. You've yet to score.
What?
You've got to pick the numbers.
7.
You're,
Do you want me to...
7?
you'd like
to
a
walk you
7.
through them?
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you pick the numbers.
So I'm asking... What?
So we've got 4 big ones and 20 little ones, and you have to get 6. So I can pick any
So I
6.
go a top one?
That's a big
How
one.
do I know what number that is, though?
I'll turn it round in a second and it'll be a big
Oh,
surprise.
OK.
Otherwise, it'd be a bit easy.
No, because I could say say 7, 11, 15, 72 and 3, I wouldn't know what number it was going to make.
Well, that's a fair point.
So why don't you just do it like that, for God's sake?
Do you know what? That's a fair point.
It is.
2 from the top, 4 from everywhere else.
OK.
Trust me.
2 from the top and 4 from everywhere else, please.
Well
Thank
done.
you, Catherine.
Write these numbers down on your pad.
Shut up.
No,
Only use them once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a bit like certain guests on this show.
Make the numbers up.
No, I only use them once.
Oh, shut up.
5, 9,
You've actually write these down.
Sorry, no,
another 5, and then the big one, 75 and 100. And the target... Oh, Christ!
No, that's fine. Even that's going to be a challenge for these two. Your time starts now.
You've got to try and make 101 out of those numbers.
OK.
You do have to use them all. You don't have to use them all.
Why are you saying it to me like it's obvious?
Catherine, did you get it?
Why do you always ask me first? Can you ask Miles first, please?
Sure, Miles, did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, but mine's... I haven't written anything down, so mine's in my head.
OK, fine, just do it in your head.
All right, 100.
Yeah. So you're 1 away.
Oh, is that what you do? You just go... Yes. I'm just going to... It's 100. And I'm 1 out. I'm 1 out.
Miles, how did you do it?
I've got 102. No, what I did, I went to the bother of subtracting 4 from 5. Then I just panicked for 26 seconds. I mean, total panic. And then I added it to the 100.
Oh.
And then oh, so it could be done.
Look, I'll be honest, I've never seen this show.
Oh, really?
But I like it.
Now, before we go on, a chance to win some bonus points. In honour of John Cooper Clarke being here, I've asked our players to write some poems. They're going to perform them now. John will obviously be the judge, and the winning poem gets 5 bonus points.
Oh!
John, have you got any performance tips? Obviously, you're brilliant at performing poetry.
Well, I tell you, a prize like that, I wouldn't want to live in a world where that wasn't worth fighting for. 5 bonus points.
It could be the first points Catherine ever wins.
You never know.
Sean, you are up first with your poem. Do you want to tell us about your poem first?
It's very hard writing poems. I had a go at it. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's easy to start, quite difficult to finish. As John spoke as a fan of the limerick, I'm a fan, and I've created my own genre of limericks, which is the gritty limerick, which is taking a light-hearted, jaunty medium and addressing some quite powerful social issues. Well, this one deals with, I think, that old society, something that we ignore. It's a pain that's going on in every street, which is the neglect of older people. And this one is, it's quite a beautiful one, very proud of it. Old Mary from flat 52 died months before anyone knew.
That's heartbreaking.
She pegged out on the bog, was eaten by a dog, and all that was left was a shoe.
Miles, can we have your poem?
And can you stop? You're moving around quite a lot.
Shut up.
You just
I don't want this degenerating into the sort of shambles we've seen over there. People's emotions coming far too readily to the surface.
You just keep moving. Just can't you sit still?
Right.
You fat.
This is for you, John. Not these ball bags. It's absolutely amazing to me performing poetry on Countdown on TV. Because my metre and scansion and rhyming aren't that great, actually, like my maths.
He's obviously put the hours in.
OK, Catherine, your poem.
This is called Ode to My C-Section Baby. They cut me open to give you life, so bloody well stop crying.
John, what do you think?
I think she's in there early with the guilt trip and admirable. Again, you put the hours in.
Exactly.
Mack.
My poem is called Old Age Pensioners' Knickers. Roses are red, violets are blue, Ethels are green.
A winner there.
Probably a bit too long, but, you know.
John, any comments there?
I think that's part of a great tradition, and I would have expected nothing less from Mr. Lee Mack.
So who's... I mean, it's a tough decision, but who's the winner?
It's well tough. I mean, I'm going to go Sean.
OK, John, have you got a mascot this evening?
Well, what happens with the show, Jimmy, is I arrive all excited and I put my best cardigan on.
I like it. I like you've gone with a grey cardigan in case anyone got overexcited.
It's not the place for excitement countdown. Or is it? So I arrive all excited and then you bully me and you make all your jokes and then I get all depressed. So I've been looking at how to make my spirits higher and who are the most enthusiastic people on the planet? Cheerleaders. I wanted sort of to reflect Countdown a more mature cheerleader. So I got together a crack team of pensioner cheerleaders. We got to the human pyramid. Marjorie on top was unsure what a pyramid was. I said, like the tea bag. She got very excited. There was an accident, 3 broken hips, evening in A&E. So I've sort of cobbled together a sort of modern equivalent. So to raise my spirits with some chants, please welcome Rico's Old Deer Leaders.
John fans, let me see you clap your hands.
Just a grey cardigan to stop people getting excited, is it, Jimmy? I don't think so, mate. Wow. So, perhaps one more chant, if you please, ladies.
Give me an A, give me an O, give me an N. What have you got?
John.
Rhod, have you got a mascot?
Yeah, I've messed up a bit, though, because I brought a mascot that I thought would wind John up and throw him and psych him out and completely mess with his head and put him off for the whole game.
Right.
Yeah, and then it backfired because I got put on his team.
Well, we have to see the mascot.
Well, no, we don't.
It's part of the show.
I know it's part of the show, but it.
Well, let's have a look at it.
Well, but it's going to mess him up, and he's on my team.
Oh, he'll be all right. He'll be
Well,
fine
I
with
thought
this.
the
I
one
don't think
thing
he'll
I
even
know
mind.
would mess with his head, like, really bad was just a really untidy, disordered cutlery drawer. Well, we need...
You're giving me something to do there. I'm already so excited at just what this is going to look like by the end.
Over in Dictionary Corner, it's Sam Simmons. Sam Simmons, he's the answer to the question, what would it look like if my thumb was hairy?
Offered? You serious?
You look a little bit like a hairy thumb. I don't mean that in a negative
not with
way.
a hat on, mate. I look fantastic with a hat. Well, off, it's a different story. But that's
John's done a picture of you on his thumb.
I'm 38 years old. I'm getting fatter and balder. I can't help what my face looks like.
Sorry, you can't help what your face looks like. That moustache that's a permanent fixture, is it? That's
I can't grow stuff up there. I may as well have something to comb.
Do you get money from Guess Who? OK, and with Sam, of course, Susie Dent. Susie's written 13 books. They say everyone's got one good book inside them, so fingers crossed for the next one, Susie. Susie, what have you been looking into recently?
It's called the Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue. And loads of words in there that actually sound really rude, but they're not. So, tosspots, if you call someone a tosser, not necessarily what you might think. It was somebody who tossed back a pot of beer. And cumbang is another one in there.
Cumbang.
Cumbang was a hot, arid wind.
It's not like an invitation, like come.
No, it's spelled differently. Anyway.
What have you got? Can I have a go with it? Yeah, of course you can, yeah. I'll bring it over. Turns on a sixpence. Hang on, I'll just stop it. Ooh. There you go.
Let me just climb on with you.
Yeah, there you go. I've got a break. You go, that's forward, that one.
This isn't it, isn't it?
Shall we, park it up somewhere?
Yeah, let's just park it round the back here.
I don't know if it'll fit back there. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's not going to fit. Oh, put it in reverse, put it in reverse, put it in reverse, put it in reverse. No, 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 no. No, no, put it in reverse. Shit. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
You are the worst driver.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening. I loved it. Let's go out again.
What about the world's tidiest gay pride event?
I think Are you still sorting the cutlery out?
Well, I've done the best I can, Jimmy, but I've got serious questions about your diet, Rhod, if this is your cutlery tray. I mean, who has 6 dessert forks and 2 regular forks? And I've separated soup spoons from...
With you, it's like, I know I can just do that. You go mental.
Watch me go mental. Just leave it!
Genuinely know you won't like it. And genuinely know you won't like it. You won't like it.
Oh, it's Uncle Apples all over again.
It's a wood carving in my face.
From this angle, it looks like one of the Chuckle Brothers.
Well, and that's why we can never be together.
Could you imagine the episode of the Chuckle Brothers where they're trying to pass a chainsaw to each other? Bloodbath.
God, how many?
Well, you're not going to believe this, Jimmy. I've got a 9.
You got a 9, OK. OK, Jessica?
6.
6, OK. David?
9.
9, OK. So, Jessica, you're 6.
Nailed. Done
John,
it.
let's take your 8 before we get on to the unbelievable 9s.
Calendar.
Oh, so clever.
It's good, right? It's good. OK, Rhod, I'd like to know your 9-letter word.
My word, 9, narky lady. When an old woman gets annoyed with you.
Like Vorderman when you took her job. David, your 9-letter word.
L.
OK.
A-N-A-D-I-C-E-R. A Lenadisa.
Lenadisa.
Ooh, I like that one. What does
You use
mean?
it when you need to lenade something.
Well, it could be a lanadicer. Do you ever use the word lanadicer?
It's either. I mean, if you look in the dictionary, it'll be either pronunciation.
Yeah, both pronunciations.
Why don't we just make an anal dicer? I mean, it's right there.
An anal dicer is actually a very good description of David Walliams.
You've also got anal cider up there, which is a delicious festival drink.
Well, that's 8 points to John. Sean, here's a question.
Yeah.
What are your 3 favourite smells?
Well, it's hard to nail it down to 3, isn't it? Freshly burnt hair. You know, when you light a fag off a gas cooker like that, and you just get a little... So you know, you don't even have to do that. It's just, you know, it's just a little singe. And it just lingers around you for a good half an hour. That's a lovely smell.
Yeah, OK, that's in there. That's going to be in the top 3.
Just for men. That's a lovely smell.
Yes, it is.
You know, people say, I love the smell of babies' heads. I'm the opposite. I like the smell of old men's heads. I like that smell where you can just smell the last drops of testosterone evaporating. You just go out and sniff old men's heads. I got thrown out of the British Legion.
OK. Victoria, you're a highbrow kind of a person. Do you have any lowbrow guilty pleasures?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, I'm normal. If I'm tired and I want to just veg out, I'll maybe go and see an opera that's sung in translation. Does it need to be...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't like the term guilty pleasures. I don't approve of that. My husband consorts with prostitutes. He says guilty pleasure. I say, don't worry about it. I've got ironing to do.
Just the fact you used the term consorts with. OK. Alex, would you do the music for us?
Yep, of course. The band's going to play some very tense music, and I'm going to attempt to remove 20 blocks from my towel without the mug falling off.
OK, your time starts now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, I think 20. There we go. Pretty good, isn't it? Not bad.
Not normal. It's not normal.
I think he's the kind of person that can't make a pot noodle, though.
Oh, no, I can't pour stuff. That goes with coordination. We've been through it. We cover this every week.
We don't cover it every week. We occasionally mention Strictly and your appearance on that, and it makes us feel better about our math skills.
Is that the problem? When you're dancing, you're counting?
You're supposed to count when you're dancing.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to add up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8.
OK, let's restart the clock, OK? Oh. How are you feeling now? Do you feel frustrated?
Oh.
There's no D in that.
Frustrated, then.
I think this game's for dickheads.
John once performed a gig at a hospital, I presume because they'd run out of anaesthetic. And John's teammate, it's Claudia Winkleman. I'm not saying Claudia looks like a panda, but I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Edinburgh Zoo for lending her to us for the evening. Up against them this evening, it's a special guest team captain, Richard Ayoade. Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Richard Ayoade combines a geeky personality with a brilliant sense of humour. You know, just like Jon Richardson doesn't. Joining Richard tonight is Rob Beckett. Rob was at the front of the queue when they were handing out teeth. Unfortunately, it was the queue for horses. Rob's wife gave birth to their first child late last year. Great news for everyone, apart from the Tooth Fairy, who's facing bankruptcy. OK, Richard, do you think you're going to make a good team captain? Have you got leadership qualities?
I don't know. What are my responsibilities? Do I get a pension? What's the situation?
You've got to sort of manage Rob, I suppose, and motivate him.
I bought some sweets. Oh, sorry, that's a floss stick, and you know, you can
Drumstick.
choose drumstick or
lollipop. Do I get it now, or do I have to do well?
At the end of the quiz, depending on the performance.
To be fair, I'm trying to stay away from them because if I don't keep my teeth in good, Nick, I don't really have any jokes.
Oh, please.
Richard, are you a fan of Countdown? I mean, you look as if you'd be a fan.
That's very prejudicial. What does a Countdown fan look like? That gloriously broad demographic.
You look like you'd play this game because you've got glasses on, that tie, and just you're not sitting back in your chair. You're too eager to sit down and write. It's like that. Just relax your shoulders.
I am relaxed.
You're
Don't
not
touch
relaxed.
me. Don't get it. I am your captain.
Who'd have thought that 5 minutes into this show I'd be thinking, do you know what? Sean is a real people person.
Rob, obviously your captain is eloquent and intelligent. How do you think you're going to sort of mix with that?
Well, obviously, we're very different, aren't we?
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, I would. You go in charge of spelling and numbers, and I'll deal with all social interaction. I think that's probably us batting at the best of our
No one
abilities.
told me there would be social interaction, or I would not have come.
Well, this may be the worst team we've ever put together. We're getting nowhere. John, what else are you working on at the moment?
Well, I've been working on a few products actually, aside from comedy, in case that goes tits up. I've bought the software that works autocorrect, and I've managed to turn it into pill form, so you swallow it and it corrects speech before it's even left your mouth. So, like, it corrects things like could have to could have. I can't be there to correct everyone all the time. That's what I've learnt. My wife, I've sort of chipped away at her and her errors. She's making good progress, but she's resistant to change, if I'm honest, Jimmy. All I knew about women is what... because I'd never encountered many before. I only knew what I'd seen on adverts. So sometimes I say, oh, it's a nice sunny day, why don't we go to the park and you can eat your yoghurt on a bench? Not really into that. And the rollerblades I got for the days when she's on her special time, they've gone untouched. But, you know, you live and learn.
Claudia, are you happy being on John's team?
Yeah, but I love this. This is my favourite team.
Oh,
ever.
don't patronise us. We're in hell.
I
We're in
can't
hell,
wait.
Claudia.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah, they'll be... Oh, of
I
course
think he's
they
a bit worried about... It's his first time on it. He's a bit panicked because there's people here. I think eventually we'll get on board together and we'll unite and it'll be great.
Right. If you love me, I'll flourish.
OK, how can I love you without touching you? What if I just talk to you softly in your ear like nice things?
Just say...
Just come here and I'll just say nice things. I won't touch her.
Yeah?
OK, just... No, well, I've not said anything yet. OK.
It's just... that was just like sonar. I just knew something was getting close.
I like your glasses.
Thank you.
So in answer to your question, yeah, I'm really happy.
John, have you got a mascot this evening? What have you brought?
Yes, I have, Jimmy, yes. We've done a few of these now, haven't we, Jimmy?
We've done a few, yeah.
What happens is people relax and the rules start getting disobeyed. And we all know you can't have fun without rules. So I've invited someone along to help keep the rules this evening. So please welcome former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher. Dermot will be summoned when I blow my whistle. Any impingement of the rules...
Right.
So any bad language will be punishable. Sexual touching will be...
But what about just touching?
That will be down to my judgment, and I am a sexual expert. 3 times now. And I won all 3. So...
You mean you came first?
So, Dermot is on hand, and he will come in. Thank you, Dermot.
Excellent. Dermot, everyone. Our referee. Rob, have you got a mascot?
Yeah, I've got a mascot. Basically, obviously, I'm not the best at spelling or numbers. And also, when I was younger, I struggled with my homework a little bit. And to build my confidence up doing my homework, my mum used to give me squash and biscuits and say nice things to me. So what I've done is, I've got some squash and biscuits, and I've got some of the nice things she used to say to me written on them, and things that I liked growing up, like flubber. is one of my favourite films, so when I'm struggling with the words, I can just look at that and go, oh, I like that film, didn't I? And then other stuff like, it could be worse, you could have no teeth. Your dad was not the star of Jaws, things... And just little bits and bobs, you know. Remember, Rob, some of them are laughing with you. Does anyone want a biscuit or some squash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. What flavour? Orange or red?
Red.
The problem is I'm really struggling with double concentrate, really. I just can't get the levels right.
I think the trick is just to halve it.
See, that is like...
Susie's written 13 books, presented numerous TV shows and edited the dictionary. Impressive stuff. But just imagine how much more she could have achieved if she hadn't spent quite so much time chasing cock. Any new words for 2016 that have caught your eye?
Well, if you ever think that lexicographers don't have a sense of humour, which I know you do, Oxford, on April Fool's Day, published a whole lot of words that they said had just gone into the dictionary. And they were brilliant. One of them was just for you, which is not YOLO, but low-yo, laughing on your own. That's what you do. I like that.
Richard, we could go to a spa day together. Would that help us bond, do you think? Do you like a spa?
And what would we do in the spa?
Just relax, get a massage, sauna. Do you like being hot?
What, like warm?
Yeah, hot.
Hot. I'm just looking at the teeth.
Before we go any further, Jimmy, we've got a sort of lead to protect, and I'm slightly anxious. There's been a few glances over, and I'm slightly worried that there's going to be some copying going on in this round. I just want to make sure that there's a line that cannot be crossed, so...
Did you put that there to enforce...
This is a barrier over which you may not
cross. Some space?
Yes.
Because you would have been fine.
I'll be honest, this whole ruse was so I could see the spray close up, because I think it's a bit late for me to get in the Premier League.
What's this about? I don't understand.
Footballers who somehow cannot be trusted in a marriage somehow obey a phone. I don't know what it is.
N.
OK, and your time starts now.
Ah, this is so annoying. Just... Ah, the bloody clock keeps going. It's so off-putting.
You've got 15 seconds left.
I can't concentrate with this clock going.
You must try.
Why couldn't you do it silently? You can't do an exam like this. It's really weird. And that flourish is not helping. I mean, from that point, if you can think at that point where it's going... I mean, that should be after the 30 seconds.
If you found the clock annoying, how do you think I felt? You spoke the whole way through that.
I didn't even write... all I did was I wrote it down and then I got upset. I'll say what I got now.
What did you get?
I got nothing, Jimmy.
Rob, did you get
I got 24. I just added them all together.
OK, well, as long as you're having fun and you're indoors out the way. OK, John, did you get it?
I don't think it can be done.
Claudia,
No.
did you get it? No.
Not even close. I tried. I got to
OK, so
7.
they don't think it could be done, but you think you definitely did it. OK, Richard.
Okay. Take the 10 and square it.
It's not allowed in countdown.
Actually, can you cube it? Sorry. Cube it. OK. And then I'd like you to square the 5 for me, please.
I like it.
And then I'd like you to times that 25 by the 2.
The other 2. Perfect.
And then take it away, and you've got your 950.
OK. Oh. So, Rachel, mind blown?
That was amazing. That was proper maths, and you haven't used any of the numbers twice.
Thank you,
Never been
Rachel.
done before. It's groundbreaking.
That's right.
You're
It
my
is
hero.
all of those things.
Could it actually be done?
No.
No way.
No.
It's just been done.
Well, despite Richard's amazing maths, no one got any points there. The scores at the moment, Richard and Rob have no points.
No, what? They got...
Hey,
come on.
Rachel, come on, mate.
What?
I'm not even on their team, but he just did something wizard.
If you want to square and cube things, get a job in a jelly factory, mate.
Maybe the weakest comeback there's ever been. That is the...
No.
Get a job in a jelly factory, mate. That's the worst thing that's ever been said. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up is Sean Locke. Sean has a very distinctive look, and that look is the before photo in all hair rejuvenation adverts. And joining Sean tonight, it's Danny Dyer. Danny is an incredible actor. Whether he's playing an East End gangster, a Cockney wide boy or an Essex hardnut, he can turn his hand to anything.
True.
Danny is on the latest series of Who Do You Think You Are? The show traces his family from poverty and crime in the East End all the way back through the centuries to poverty and crime in the East End. We should just do Danny Dyer jokes. They're a lot of fun. Right, Sean, let me ask you this. What's the worst lie you've ever told?
So many lies to choose from, aren't there? They're the ones, you know, normally I lie when I'm looking in prams, or... As a parent, you lie. You say, like, you know, you watch too much telly, you get square eyes, your eyes are bigger than your belly, you can be anything you want to be. Lying, though, isn't it? You got to lie. You live by your lies, don't you? There's an entire industry based on lies. I mean, we're in show business. Your teeth are a lie. There's that lie I told the American tourist. I said it's 998. Oh, dear. That's funny. Well, I assumed it was funny. I didn't stick around. I just left there.
Sean, have you got a mascot?
Yes, I do, Jimmy.
What have you got?
Well, I've got more of a tribute, actually. I'd like to say goodbye to someone who's, you know, been close to me in the past. This is Budgie that died in a taxidermy accident. We thought he was asleep. A big sleeper. He's always asleep. That's why it's called Dozy. This time it had gone on a bit too long. He was taking the piss, really. He was sleeping for a good week. But I thought that was it for a Dozy. And then, one day, right, I saw one of these things hovering near my window. And I thought maybe I could give Dozy a proper send-off to make up for the times that I neglected him. And I thought it'd be a nice tribute. And they say to me, oh, you can have anything you want. I said, well, I'd like this. I'd like to... Oh.
Well, don't panic, he's already dead.
Well, yeah, but dignity's important. So, and I've chosen his favourite song, so if we can have that. Oh. Oh, Joe, hold him there, hold him there. That's it. Just hold it there, guys.
Oh, that could not have gone any worse.
That was a disaster.
Hang on, Rachel's picking up with 2 cards. It's not. Is it innards?
It is a real dead budgie, isn't it?
I stuffed it, but in a hurry. Put it next to the tortoise.
Shut up on Earth.
Sure.
Oh, there you go, look, proper little pals.
I've got the party machine, everyone. I thought I would do a song. I thought, actually, tonight I've written a duet, but unfortunately I wrote it for me and Shakira. It's great that Susie's here, so I'd like you to do your best. I've got some South American instruments, Susie, so when I call upon you, just percussion away, and I'll be taking care of the me and Shakira part, so hopefully no one noticed. It's a rainy night. I lie in bed, tucked up and warm, out of the storm. What's that? A knock at the door. Who could it be? I run down to see, and there, soaked to the skin, stands a tiny woman. David, prince of everything. Let me touch your sexy body, let me feel your skin. I've traveled over oceans to get here to you, thinking of specific things that I'd like to do. So go on, let's not waste all day. I am Shakira, let's get busy. I'll be honest, I'm filled with questions more than anything else. The first one being, Shakira, are you sure that you've got the right address? Yes, I am, David, and soon your balls I will caress. But Shakira, how do you even know who I am? I watch your videos on YouTube, your albums in my van. You have a van, a brown transit van. Shakira! But Shakira, don't you think this might be some weird obsessive crush on your part that's gone awry? David, look at my hips, they do not lie. Can you do a panpipe solo? Just do a little panpipe solo, just do anything. And I think Shakira understands, having heard that. She goes, now I completely see the point you're making. This isn't going to work, Shakira. Even though my tiny Colombian heart is breaking, I'll walk away and you forever miss. Please don't ever tell anyone about this. And I say, no, of course not, Shakira. Maybe just this one time on countdown. Hit that.
Do you know the German for pregnant? Do you know what it is?
Nein.
Schwangerschaft.
Schwangerschaft.
What a lovely word for a wonderful thing.
The German for ice skating is Schlittschuhlaufen.
Schlittschuhlaufen?
Schlittschuhlaufen.
Schlittschuhlaufen.
Schlittschuhlaufen. I've laughed a lot, but I never actually shit myself laughing.
Have you not?
No, have you ever shat yourself laughing?
This young man made me do it. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I
When did you shit yourself
remember what you
laughing?
said. We were at a private school, we were doing a gig, and he said something very funny, and it just, my mouth liked it, and my ass did too. And then I made you laugh, and then you were worried you were going to shit yourself.
Yeah.
You were in a right state.
But I didn't.
You won that day.
Yeah.
But...
What were you doing in a private school?
It's important the kids know what happens if you don't try hard at school.
That's where we came in, with our shitty pants. I remember what happened now. We were both laughing, and then I stopped laughing, and then he knew. I think I looked at you and went, I have. What should I do? And he was like,
You need to get to the bloody toilet, take your bloody crazy bastard, bring the bloody school.
That's what I talk like.
Yeah.
It's a supernatural power that I have, and any of you who cross me this evening will be made to shit your pants like this.
Oh, what a member of the X-Men you'd be.
Good. Have you got a mascot?
Yes, my mascot is this book, Peri Peri Chicken, a CIA conspiracy. It's by Keith Chegwin. It's not the Keith Chegwin you'll be aware of. He's a Labour peer. Lord Chegwin. And if you think about it, Peri Peri Chicken didn't exist at all for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's everywhere. Why? I don't know if anyone's ever had any. If you have, you'll know it's not because of what it tastes like. No one's asking for that. I mean, it's all right, it's palatable, but no one's asking for that. Nobody wants it.
Can we let someone say
All I'm going to say, if you're going to contradict me, you're part of the conspiracy. It goes right to the top. I don't know why they're doing it, but they've infiltrated our high streets with this completely unnecessary form of chicken. We don't know what is on it. It's called peri peri, but that is not a thing that we know the composition of.
Well,
and it's changing our brains in various ways that we're not aware of, and it could destroy civilization as we know it.
Have you ever had a KFC?
I have had a KFC, yes. Yeah, that's not peri peri. That's fine. That's got
fine.
nothing to do with the CIA. Actually,
Colonel Sanders is one of the people who funded this book.
Have you ever had a peri-peri chicken?
I've had it once, but I'm reliably informed not enough for it to have had its effect.
So you've had it once. Did you have the hot peri-peri or the medium, the mild? What do you think?
Lemon and herb all the way.
OK, before we get on with the game, time for a bonus round. Jon and Russell used to be flatmates, so tonight we're going to test just how much they know about each other. So, Jon and Russell, make your way to the podium for our version of Mr. and Mrs. It's Mr. and Mr. The kind of telly I should be making. Can I move you there and you there? OK, I'm going to ask Jon some questions. Russell, you're going to have ear protectors on, so you won't be able to hear what he answers, and then you're going to have to answer and tell me what he said.
OK.
If you get most of your answers right, your team gets the points, but if you get most of them wrong, then the points go to David and Cariad. So a lot at stake here. I mean, this could really make a difference. OK, so you just pop these on and go and sit by Rachel. You look amazing. OK, all right, here we go. Jon, when you lived in a flat with Russell, what was the worst thing you ever did to your flatmates?
Oh, well, that would be the time that I got so tired of cleaning the flat that while they were out, I tidied the flat and then left them an itemised bill for my time at minimum wage. You know, I didn't want to overcharge the guys, but, you know, it's important they learnt that this shit doesn't happen for free.
All right, OK. What's the most unusual thing about your body?
Someone's touched it. My chest hair is sort of roughly heart-shaped.
Is this your Match.com profile we're listening to?
Very much.
OK, that will do, I mean, for weirdness.
I also have a little mole just in there. No.
Can you see that? A little mole? Oh, there is a little mole there.
People really hate it, because they go, oh, you've got a bit of chocolate, and I go, no, it's a mole, and they go,
I can see why, it's really gross.
It's horrible, isn't it?
OK, so what are we going to go for, the chest hair?
Chest hair, yeah.
OK, weird
Let's
chest
leave
hair.
Molly out of it.
And you shave it like that, do you?
No, it just grew like that. I'm like a sort of Care Bear.
OK, last question. When you lived with Russell, what was his most annoying habit?
Oh, well, undoubtedly. I mean, he's got a thing for teaspoons. He likes to borrow them away as if there's going to come some sort of apocalypse and teaspoons will be the only currency and he will be king of all the worlds. His most annoying habit is that he flosses the skin in between the toes of his feet with his socks in the front room. You can sort of see it, you know, like when you turn a snow globe upside down.
All right, time to get Russell back. Russell, come back over. OK, Russell, here's the first question. OK, when you guys lived together, what was the worst thing Jon did to his flatmates? What do you think he said?
I'll tell you what he did do once. He tidied up the flat and then he charged us for it. That's the right answer.
OK, what's the most unusual thing about Jon's tiny little body?
Yeah, that's it. He's got weird chest hair. He's got really odd chest hair.
What's weird about his chest hair?
I can't remember. It's something to do... what is it? Let's have a look. It's no proper, come on. This is it.
This is like Brokeback Mountain now.
Show me the world.
Can I see?
There you go.
He is like a little Care Bear.
That's it, yeah. He's like a little Care Bear.
We'll give you that. He has a chest hair in the shape of sort of a heart. OK. When Jon lived with you, what was your most annoying habit?
I'll tell you what it might be. I should point out, I don't do this anymore. Is it that then? Okay.
Well, I don't know, just whatever you're about to say, you still do.
No, I don't. I used to scratch my sort of feet with socks, and that was my thing. And Jon didn't like it.
Nobody liked it. The house wasn't split down the middle. He'd get the toes like that, and then he'd get the sock and he'd go...
But I'll be honest, when I was doing that, and I suffered very badly from athlete's foot, which, you know, that was why I was doing it. I wasn't sort of...
Oh, yeah,
you know,
it wasn't for fun.
Yeah.
It was to get rotten skin off his feet onto the carpet of the living room. There was a purpose.
OK, well, you got all of those right, so you get 5 points for that.
Oh, sweet. There you go.
Thank you for playing Mr. and Mr.